Hello everyone. I wanted to do a daily and I don't know. I wanted to go live. I'm just feeling like live energy is better for me right now, possibly for y'all too. I see no one's in here, but I'm gonna do something really quickly on a separate device. Um, and then we will get into this daily, all right? Okay. All right. I want to take a moment to thank my guides, my guardians, my ancestors, but most of all, most importantly, my creator, okay? During this time, actually months leading up to this, some of us have actually asked for truth, manifested truth. There's been a sort of massive exposure in the micro and the macro. All right, multifaceted. All right, I've talked to y'all about karma coming back for people that have done you wrong. This is why I have been so adamant about people keeping their heart space clean and clear and as pure as it can be, because there will be sort of this instant karma for people. Define instant though, right? Playing out over this period. There has been massive exposure. There will continue to be exposure. I've told you to keep an open eye, keep diligence about yourself, be vigilant. If you've wanted truth, you've been receiving it, okay? And this is for all of us. And sometimes the truth can hurt. A lot of times the truth can hurt, okay? And that's okay. However painful this experience is, understand that it's meant for you to go forward in growth and in love. All right. It's meant for you to close out cycles that have possibly been hard for you to close out in the past. And I should be saying us and we versus you, because I'm not taking myself out of this equation. Okay. Um, there's a lot happening. Okay. Um, and I feel as though we just need to go forward in the most open way that we can and continue to stay as high vibration as we can, okay? As people continue to expose themselves and their true colors, as long as we don't allow them back in, or at least if we do, we have a better understanding and a clearer vision of what exactly we're dealing with. And that'll be up to the individual whether or not you want to let these energies back in for you, okay? Um, but many of us will not, okay? Many of us will not be going back down that road. Many of us will not be giving second chances. And there's a good reason for this. That reason is because we are all shifting, okay? Some people are going lower, some are going higher. Not everybody will shift, okay? There's that as well. However, many of us will not be allowing things, even in the very recent past, even from an hour ago, possibly, to creep back into our lives because it's undeserving, okay? It's undeserving. You're worth it. Your time is worth it. Your energy is worth it. Your money is worth it. Your friendship is worth it. Your love is worth it. Your romantic ways about you, your sensuality, everything about you is worth more than lies, deceit, deception, and hidden agendas, okay? So the universe is bringing hard-hitting truths, possibly about people and things and situations and scenarios that you never expected. But for the majority of you that connect with my channel, you absolutely expected and even had a long-lasting suspicion of this happening, okay? And what you see, you cannot unsee. Will I get back with my girlfriend? I don't know. If the all of the information is in the description box, okay? If you'd like to book a personal reading, we can totally do that. This right now is going to be a general overall daily tarot reading. It's not necessarily in any specific area of life. It's not necessarily for any specific sign. If it resonates, that's amazing. If it doesn't, then, you know, Don't take it with you, or take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? Let's take a moment, deep breath. I want to wish everyone good health, good wealth, good spirits, all right? I've been telling you there's a massive purge happening, okay? It is on a micro and a macro scale, all right? You will notice yourself changing, okay? You will notice yourself, hello, hey, from Michigan, love that. You will notice your physical being changing, okay? Some of you might be dropping weight. Some of you might not be getting hungry at the same times. You might not be craving the same foods. You'll want to change your hair. You'll want to change your style. You might want to start taking better care of yourself. You might want to rearrange your furniture. You might want to just get rid of everything old, you know, people and furniture and possessions, all right? You may want to move. You will notice within yourself on a very physical level that you are feeling the need to push yourself to shift, okay? These are physical symptoms of what's happening in the spiritual, all right? And the non-physical. And it's okay. It's okay. Some of you are more than ready for this shift. Some of you are more than ready for this change. Others, it's a little bit more challenging because the idea of something, the idea that you possibly had around a certain situation, or even a way of something playing out, might not be the case, okay? And that can be challenging to face. It can be a hard pill to swallow. But understand that it is for you to grow, because at the end of the day, we are all just trying to become the best versions of ourselves. I say all, but I mean all the ones that are putting in the work, all the ones that are here to elevate, shift, and grow. There are people that are not, okay? You're always going to have your people that are looking to take advantage of people and situations. You're always going to have your people that are just bad people, all right? They're just bad apples. And here's the thing, as long as you are a shining light, as long as you are that bright light full of love, you will always have the moths and the coyotes and the parasites and the bad energies that are attracted to that light. It will always be that way. It has always been that way. What I will say about that is make sure that you're protecting yourself, okay? Make sure that you're not going against your own truth. And make sure that if you can, you leave a planted seed, even in those horrid energies, because most people do have the chance to change. It sucks sometimes that they're unable to change with us, and that we have put in a lot of work and invested a lot of emotion and time and whatever else into certain situations, projects, hobbies, career, degrees, relationships, okay? It sucks that we put all of that in and we were unable to get out of it what we feel that we deserved. But that's okay, because we are able to shift. We are able to go higher. We are able to move on, and the universe does reward us. Okay? And hopefully, whatever you have done in those situations, you have implanted enough seeds, enough information, enough truth, enough purity that they will eventually catch on. Okay? So if you think of it like that, you're the winner still. Will your finances change? Hopefully they change for the better, okay? Right now we're doing a general tarot, all right? And if you resonate with it, that's amazing. And if you don't, you know, there's plenty of other content on the channel. And you're always free to book a personal reading with me. I offer them as low as $30 for 20 minutes, okay? We can get a lot of information in that 20 minutes, all right? I offer a lot of services, actually, if you're interested. I don't advertise everything because it's on a sort of circumstantial basis, okay? Meaning I may deny a service to someone that I would permit a service to another. And that's all going to depend on spirit. That's all going to depend on if I am led to do it for you or not. okay? Three of Swords. It's what I've been talking about. Sometimes the truth hurts, all right? Sometimes these transitions, they can be very, very heartbreaking and disappointing, and that's okay. I talk about the Three of Swords a lot. I used to talk about it a lot more. But in this particular energy, we allow our heart space to become vulnerable. Now, that doesn't mean it's a doormat. That doesn't mean we allow things that are not supposed to enter. That doesn't mean we permit them to enter, but it does mean that we drop some walls and we drop our defenses enough to allow our heart space to be in a vulnerable position, because there are certain lessons that can only be learned through that particular energy, okay? Let's say when you are a child, right? You want to touch everything, okay? You touch the hot stove or you touch the thorn. It hurts. It's disappointing because the red flame or the glowing red metal is very pretty. It's intriguing. You're interested. Or the thorn is very pretty. It's attached to this beautiful flower or this beautiful tree. It's intriguing. You want to touch it. You want to know more about it. You're interested in it. It's caught your attention. How could something so pretty be so painful? However, once you touch it, and it hurts, and it may even have lasting effects, okay? You may even get an infection from it if not treated properly, okay? You may even have a scar that forms out of that. However, you now know what to look for. You're now more experienced, okay? And you don't do it again, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. That's this Three of Swords energy. That's what it can bring. Yes, it's a disappointment. Yes, it's sorrow. Yes, it's pain. Yes, it's a broken heart, but it can offer so much more. Remember that perception is everything, always, okay? Knight of Cups, empathy. That's what I'm saying. In these situations that you're presented with this truth, this sort of like just really disheartening information, understand that you can still have empathy in the situation. You can still understand where a person is coming from or what might have broken them in the first place. You can still have an understanding of where their toxicity stems or why a project or a scenario or a job didn't work out. Maybe it just wasn't meant for you. You're still able to have empathy in that situation, but you don't have to stay in it. There is more to offer. The universe is wanting to offer you more. All it expects of you is to learn and grow. You say what's allowed. You say what's allowed. Now, maybe not when you're a child, okay? But at some point, when you grow, you determine what is allowed and what is accepted in your life. Okay? Three of Pentacles, mastership. That's what we're doing. We are mastering ourselves. We're mastering ourselves. We're collaborating in spaces that are going to allow us to grow, even if it's painful, even if it's disappointing, even if it doesn't work out in the way that you expected or hoped it to. Knight of Wands, desire. Know what you truly desire and know if it's worth it, okay? Is it an infatuation, an obsession? Is it something out of lust? Is it something out of power and ego? Or is it something for the betterment of your soul? That needs to be made very clear. Make it clear to yourself so that you can make it clear to the universe. King of Cups, fascination. Okay, this can be a fascinating experience, all right? This heart space, this sorrow, this disappointment, it truly can. There's an amazing amount of understanding that can come out of this if you shift your perception to be able to interpret it that way for yourself, okay? You'll understand things about other people. You will understand human behavior possibly a little bit more. You will understand signs a little bit better. You will understand your conversations with your guides in the universe a little bit better. You will understand yourself and possibly what you were lacking or what you were needing, and or areas that you needed to grow in. Okay. There's an amazing amount of information to be gained from almost every situation that you will ever find yourself in. The Sun and the Two of Wands, decisions and clarity over that Knight of Cups. Now that you've been shown, and now that you will continue to be shown over the next couple of months, actually several months, the solution is clear. The problem is clear. The direction is clear. It's up to you to decide if you're going to take it, if you're going to act on it, okay? Again, I cannot stress enough how it's so important for you to be able to truly understand that you can have empathy for a particular energy, scenario, situation, person, soul, whatever. You can have empathy for someone or something and not allow yourself to be dragged down by it, okay? Nine of Wands. This is a space of healing. Okay? This is a space of healing. The walls go back up so that you can heal. You are mastering your wounds. Okay? It's gonna leave scars. That's what it is. That's what it is. Everything leaves a footprint, okay? Everything leaves a mark or a scar, even if you're unable to see it physically. That's okay. The key is that you get back up, you dust yourself off, and you know your motherfucking worth. Do you understand me? I sure hope so. What am I telling you about perception shift? Okay? The desires are even shifting. You may have really thought you wanted something with a particular situation, and now you find that you may still want that something, but not in that particular situation, not in that way. Yeah, the Magician. As I'm stating, because you're elevated, because you are elevating continuous, and it's happening at a rapid speed. Eight of Swords. That mental anguish is near gone. If you're still in that space of mental imprisonment, if you're still dwelling on a situation, why me? Why didn't it work? Why did they do that? Why did I get fired? Why can't I get the promotion? Why can't I get the job? Why can't I get a spouse? Why can't I keep a spouse? Why can't I have kids? All of these why me, why me, why me. If you're still in that energy, you're soon to come out of it. But you will have to allow a perception shift. You will have to see the bigger picture. You will have to elevate. You will have to go to your higher self and look down then on your lower self. This will not be a situation where your lower self will tell your higher self what the deal is. It's the opposite. And you'll have to go to that space and have those honest conversations with yourself, with your spirit guides, possibly with your immediate surroundings as it pertains to physical people, okay, in your current life. But you will soon come out of that. It is better that you allow situations to unfold naturally and tie up any loose ends or sever any ties that you no longer want yourself than to allow them to linger and have catastrophic events or even more painful and hurtful events that will bring it to a close eventually anyways. Unless you are kicking and screaming, being dragged about while you're still hanging on to something that never belonged to you in the first place. And in that case, you will be recycled. Okay? And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody, and neither does Spirit. Never lessen yourself or question your morals or values. Never. For another. Do not stoop to someone's level. Okay, Page of Cups. Do not accept at any point less than what you believe you deserve and what you have worked so hard to get. If you have someone making you question your reality, if you have someone in your life or something in your life that is consistently making excuses for their bad behavior, if you have a boss that has offered you a promotion and a time to be up for review, or a partnership in a business or a company for however long, and it always falls through, and they always have another excuse as to why they've offered this position to the next person, they always have an excuse as to why they're hiring outside of the company versus inside of the company, and that it's always going to be your turn next time, and next time never comes because baby, tomorrow never comes. If that is your situation, if you've got a lover that's constantly making empty promises to you, constantly breaking your heart, constantly lying to you, constantly doing things outside of you that they know is inappropriate, constantly making excuses and having you question your entire existence, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Do not accept less. Don't have people out here questioning what you know you deserve. Don't have them out here making you question what you know you deserve. You're better than that. We're all better than that, especially the higher you go. And let's not make any mistakes. These energies continue to manifest within our presence because the brighter you shine, the more you attract. However, in the Three of Swords energy, that is where we are able to grow. That is where we become vulnerable enough to allow certain experiences so that we do not repeat them. And it's as simple as just hitting that red X. If you don't like what you're seeing, hit the X. If you don't like someone texting you, hit the block. If you don't want to receive any more messages from someone, hit the block. If you don't like the job you're at, look for another one. Quit. If you don't like your landlord, get another space. You can. Stop saying I can't or it's not time. Yes, it is, and yes, you can. Remember that words are spells. That is why we are taught to spell. I have come to you many a time and told you that our natural form of communication is in a pure state, which is through telepathy, because there's no lies within the heart space and an energetic form of communication. There are no lies that live there. It is impossible. When you start using words and language, language is clumsy. Language allows misinterpretation. Language allows deception. Language allows, it's clumsy. It's clumsy. And you spell the words because words place spells over you. So be careful. Be so careful what you're speaking over yourself. When you look into the mirror, you better be telling yourself that you are working it, that you are beautiful. Your nose is beautiful. Your lips are beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. Your stomach is beautiful. Your ass is beautiful. You better be telling yourself, not, why don't they want me? I'm not pretty enough. Oh, well. You better be telling yourself, oh, well, they're not meant for me. I'm attractive to someone. I'm attractive to myself. I'm worth it. I work hard. I'm pure, I'm beautiful. Be very, very careful, especially when you're looking yourself in the mirror, because mirrors are a portal. And the bathroom in itself is an entire portal, because you've got the toilet, which you eliminate waste. That's a purging process, okay? You've got the bathtub, where you also, that's a cleansing process as well, in a different manner. And you've got the mirror, which is a whole other portal and a place of reflection. Don't be placing bad things on yourself. Don't speak ugly over yourself. Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands. you get back up. You get back up. You get back in alignment with who you are and what you know to be true with you and your spirit. There are a lot of questions that we will never be able to answer in a concrete manner. There's a lot that we don't know, and our human minds, our carnal minds, will never be able to grasp the concept of certain things. But what we do know is that we're able to have a direct line in relationship to our higher selves and to spirit. Go back there. Get back in alignment. As above, so below. Your higher self, your lower self. For all the way from your sacral to your crown, if you believe in chakras. Get back to yourself. Nurture yourself. Get up. Do your nails, do your makeup, trim your beard, get a fresh cut, put on some good clothes. You're only as good as you feel, so let's start making ourselves feel good. Do you ever wonder why you can be walking in a completely just unput together outfit and people just think you're the most beautiful thing, especially when people tell you, is there something different? Did you cut your hair and you haven't done anything different? It's because of the confidence that you are oozing in those spaces, because you feel good, you look good. Energy is real. And we dance. And we dance. 4 cups in the reverse position with the strength in the reverse and the high priestess in the reverse. In these energies, so much has been revealed that you're not going to entertain certain situations anymore. Okay? Even if it was a job, they're going to come back. If they come back and offer it, you're not going to take it. It's weak. It's beneath you. Too much has been revealed. Too much has been seen. You're not going to ignore your intuition anymore. You're not going to ignore your purpose. You're not going to ignore your worth anymore. All right? I'm claiming it for you. If you're not going to claim it for yourself, I'm claiming it for me. There will be no second chances in this space. If they didn't appreciate you, no matter what it was, if they didn't appreciate you, they're either going to have to come with something just shy of a miracle, or it won't be entertained. I'm telling you, Ace of Wands in the reverse position, no. No. With the Knight of Cups in the reverse position, because you don't want it. We're not sitting in energies and investing more time in things that are not going to serve us. You know what? I saw a video the other day. I don't know who posted it. I don't even know if it was on TikTok, YouTube. I don't know where I saw it. But it was this woman talking. I think she might have been in her car. But she was talking and she was saying something to the effect. Now I'm going to get the message out. I'm going to get her words jumbled, but the message is still going to be the same. And if y'all know the video I'm talking about, please post a link. Please. We could all benefit from this. I know I did. She was talking about how if you're at McDonald's, right, and you want fries or a hamburger or whatever, and they have it and they serve it, and you're willing to pay for it, and you're there, you're asking for it, you're willing to pay for it, you're a customer just like everyone else, and they refuse to serve you, they're telling you, yes, we have it, but I'm not going to give it to you. Do you stick around? Do you sit there and wait for a year, 2, 3, 4, 20? No, you don't. What do you look like sitting in the lobby begging for someone to serve you food that they have, that they're serving to everybody else, but not to you? No, you go to a different place. You go to Burger King, you go to KFC, you go wherever. You go to a different place and you get what they are going to give you. If you're at Walmart and you're trying to buy a product and they're telling you, yes, we have it, but we're not going to sell it to you, are you going to sit there in the line and wait? No, you are not. What do you look like sitting there waiting however long for them to make the decision that they want to allow you to invest in something that they have to offer but are denying you of? No, you're going to take your ass to another store. You're going to invest your money there and you're going to walk out with what you asked for. I wish I could remember her name or the video. If I find it, I'll come back and post a link. Again, I don't remember if I was on YouTube, TikTok, I don't know, but it really hit home. Yeah, King of Swords, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to do that. And we all get caught in these situations and scenarios. We all get caught in the dead-end job, the mundane situations of life, okay? The uneventful and boring situations of relationships. All right, we all get caught there. But we don't have to stay there. If you're not getting what you want out of a situation and you know that you're coming pure and you're willing to invest and you have been investing, and whatever is at the top or the middle of that situation is telling you, yeah, I have it, but I'm not going to give it to you no matter how much you invest, and that's that. Furthermore, it's got you questioning everything. Walk away, because it is somewhere, especially if you're working for it. Ain't nobody asking for a handout. I'm here with my money. I'm here with my energy. I'm willing to invest in this situation. Everything I got, I'm all in. So if you're not going to be all in, bye-bye. It's been a long time coming, okay? There's been some resistance and there's been some hesitation. I talked about this the other day. Perhaps you needed to see something that you were not seeing before. Perhaps you needed proof. Perhaps you needed a concrete sign. It doesn't matter. Whatever your situation, it doesn't matter. No shade, no shame, no judgment ever. That's not what we do here. But now it's time. Now it's time to cut certain situations out, cut it off, take off that blindfold, stop turning your back to what the universe is offering you, and stop turning your back to the truth. Do your lying eyes deceive you? Or are you going to face it head on, own it, and go on your way? That's what I'm going to do. I wish the best and the same for all of you. The Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Swords coming out kind of in the sideways position. If it doesn't add up, if it doesn't serve you, if somebody is trying to weed their way, perhaps in the past you were unable to see the forest for the trees, but it's not that time today. That's not what time it is. That's not where it's at. And in certain situations, the deception will not stop. It won't stop. And for a lot of you, you can stop letting them dig their own grave, because that doesn't make sense either. I'm not going to sit there and watch someone literally dig a hole to China. I can see that you're digging your grave, and I can see that you're still digging, and we're past 6 feet. Okay? You're already 8, 9, 10, 20 feet down and you're still digging. I don't need to see anymore. I've seen what I need to see. I'm good. Do you understand what I'm saying? The swinging back and forth, the being fickle, the being on the fence, the playing both sides. It's not going to work anymore. It's not going to work anymore. And right back to this Three of Swords. Would you rather stay in that situation for another second? The sooner you get out of it, the sooner you let it go, the sooner you start to prosper and move forward and move up. You don't have to do anything until you're ready. But sooner than later is always better. As I'm talking about the Three of Swords, I'm telling you, you can't make it up. The sooner, the better. Okay? Let me read some of these comments. Shiloh is the original spelling of my name, but in the way it was spelled, the Y is important, and the silent H has been illuminated on purpose. Interesting. Hi, this is Kim DeBolt. Says, hi, this is the hardest thing for me, accepting the physical. I have so much self-doubt and such low self-esteem. Hearing you now, I think I've willed all these health issues on myself, especially after listening to one of your readings the other day about putting off something regarding my health. I'm just so with everything in my life. I love your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I can totally relate to that. Remember that, you know, a lot of our illnesses start on a very small cellular level. That's why it's disease, because when the body is at dis-ease, it creates disease. It creates sickness, okay? You look at the number one cause of not losing belly fat is stress and age, okay? When the body is tired and stressed out, and also lack of rest. Okay, so if you've switched up everything in your diet and you're exercising and you still have these stubborn fat areas, it's beneficial for you to look at where you're stressed, if you're getting enough rest, okay? Because That, I mean, it's very real. The mind is so powerful. The consciousness is so powerful. The heart is so powerful. Humans are amazing, amazing creatures. And I understand you. I relate to this. Accepting your physical, you know, some women and men too go a very long time, possibly sometimes even their whole life, without being content in their own skin. And it's a struggle. It is. But you can get over it. You can take ownership of yourself and your physical health. Whatever you've been putting off, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. It is what it is. I mean to say, it is what it is. You can change it now. You're aware of it, and you can change it. You're allowed to do that. We're allowed to change our mind. We're allowed to start at any point. It's never too late until it's too late. So if you have the opportunity right now, then do it right now. All right, we're going to get a few of these cards, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this message, these messages. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Your abilities will be enhanced. That's what I'm telling you. That's why you can't afford to stay behind. You can't afford to leave any of your energy behind. You can create a space if you feel like you want to. You can create a space to allow for another to come in, or healing, or whatever. If you want to preserve a space, if you feel like that's what's in your heart, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to continue to grow and move forward as well, because your abilities are being enhanced. And the reason your abilities are being enhanced is for you to not only help others, but also help yourself. Because if you're not okay, how are you going to help anyone else? You got to be better than okay. You deserve to be better than okay. The Knight, triumph over adversity. We are. And we will continue to do so. The thing about these situations is that they continue to evolve. They continue to present themselves in different areas and different energies, right? Disappointment is ongoing. It's not like you heal yourself from this and then you're never disappointed again. No, it's just that you learn how to perceive it differently. You learn how to react to it differently. You learn how to heal from it faster. Okay, you learn how to not take it so hard, and you also learn the signs so that you don't have to go through it as hard as you did before. Fire, reckless actions lead to conflict. This is part of the exposing. Okay, that's what I was trying to tell y'all a month ago about the energies that we're exposing, and the karma that's coming for everyone. Instant karma that they're experiencing. And I do mean instant. You're going to start seeing people having weird breakouts, weird breakups, like losing their job, losing their house. They may have been in a 5-bedroom house less than a year ago, and now all of a sudden they're in a 2-bedroom apartment on a shitty part of town. That's nothing but spirit, baby. Should have kept your heart pure and not misused what was given to you and the opportunities you had with others on a higher level to help you. Whenever you do people with a kind, loving, pure heart, when you do them dirty, you can rest assured that the piper comes to collect every time. Every time. And for the ones that step in shit and come out smelling like roses every time, you won't eventually. You won't. This is what has led, the reckless actions is what has led to the exposing of many areas. If they grow from it, they grow from it. That's great. I wish everyone could grow from their experiences. But if they don't, They will continue to wallow in the same energies that they have always been in. They will continue to recreate situations for themselves. They will continue to be lonely. And it's very different being alone than feeling lonely. It's very different. And they will continue to manifest that for themselves. And that is sad. But it's also not my problem. And it ain't yours either. A barrier keeps you from your goal. That's what I'm saying. A situation that you saw playing out a certain way, it wasn't meant for you. And that's why it was blocked. That's why things had to be exposed. That's why your abilities are being heightened. That's why you're here. That's why you found this video. That's why you found this channel. That's why this shit's speaking to your soul. Because if it wasn't speaking for your soul, to your soul, you would have already exited. The seer. Follow your intuition. Exactly. Unlocked doors can now be opened. That's what, when you let go of this one, now, here's what you were looking for, okay? Bright new prospects are on the horizon in seemingly chance-like situations, seemingly serendipitous. Ain't nothing about that chance or serendipity. That is a master plan of manifestation and going forward in your power. That is you unlocking the doors because you have exited out all the rest. It's certain places you can't go having certain things attached to you, okay? Let's take a very physical illustration, okay? When you are sick, when you have a virus, let's say even the most recent one, you're not going to be permitted back into the country or into the bedroom or into, the workplace or whatever until you're quarantined and cleansed of that. You have to be cleansed of that before you're allowed to have the door unlocked for you. That's what this is. You are only going to be able to go so far until you got rid of the viruses. Okay? That's just a basic general kind of understanding of what it looks like on the spiritual realm. Okay. If you have a lot of, let's say, rats and deceivers and leeches and stuff around you, right? If you have a lot of, let's say you have a lot of problems, okay? There are jobs in this world that will, they will not entertain someone who has a lot of home problems. If you're always coming with drama, if your marriage is always in turmoil, if you're constantly moving, if they see on your resume that you've had, let's say, 6 jobs in the last year, they're going to look at that and they're not going to hire you. And that's because you're not trustworthy. They can't trust you, not only with the training and authorization that they're needing to offer someone, okay, but they can't trust you to stick around. You've got to be cleansed of that. You've got to be stable. You've got to have all of that figured out before they're going to permit you to go through that door. Okay. Same thing with background checks and everything else. On a spiritual level, it's no different. All right. So that's what I have for you. I love you all so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you next time.